This is Ordinary 23, and this is Tony Jones. I'm the Reverend Russell.
I feel like I'm on American Idol when they do.
You don't look that much like you're on American
No, that's
Idol.
a good point.
Okay,
That's a good point.
But I get what you're saying.
So let's agree on something.
Okay, yes. Let's agree that you do look like you're on American Idol.
Okay, we agree on that. Two of us agreed on that.
So that means it will be done
by our Father in heaven.
Yeah. Go for it.
Come on, come on.
Yeah, this is a weird thing. I mean, it's cool if you were a member of a sect,
yes.
right?
Yeah,
a member of a sect, and you get these instructions about how you have to behave and how you have these special powers, and you're sought out. I can see, people praying together and agreeing on things and disciplining each other and calling each other behind the church, But I just don't think it doesn't seem very true.
No, there's no empirical evidence to back it up at all that if two believers agree on something in prayer, that the Father in heaven will do it. Unless, now we have, made it so that in heaven I'll look like I was on American Idol.
Right. So in heaven they're going, that's that dude from American Idol. Yeah.
I mean, maybe, but that's not
but
what
let's
Jesus
just say,
is talking
let's say,
about. This is a real world, real world issue that Jesus is trying to set his followers up for, how you deal with conflict.
Right. Yeah.
But
this thing about how you go and you bring someone before the church and everything like that, that is really that's really a church growth strategy. Because that's where the church is split, and they that's how they split churches.
Or people can really rally around, somebody if the whole church is going to go confront somebody on their sin.
Right, exactly. You
probably get a lot of people at that worship service.
You would get a lot of people because, it's kind of a little reminiscent of what was it where they all kind of got behind. Accusing, Jesus, and then they killed him. So people really like doing that sort of thing, scapegoating.
Yeah. Well, it's a tricky. It is interesting because, of course, we live in a world where there are a certain branch, a certain version of Protestantism practice church discipline, and when they say that, they mean this.
They even say, we settle all our differences according to Matthew 18:20, or whatever.
Which, of course, as you mentioned before, the thing is, when you get to the end of the line on that, you treat someone as though they were a tax collector or a
if you
Gentile.
can't solve your problems, if they don't, confess or repent or whatever you want them to do, then you should treat them as a tax collector or a Gentile.
In other words, the very people that Jesus reached out to in love.
Exactly. So if you treat them like a tax collector or a Gentile, then they are guaranteed to be saved and included in the kingdom of heaven, because that's who Jesus came for.
Which is funny because the churches who practice church discipline, that's not really how they treat people who they expel from the community.
So this is great. So if it got to where you had to expel somebody from the community, then they become like a tax collector or a Gentile, which means the community then immediately reaches out and brings them back in.
Right.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I think that's how you should deal with things. Yeah. Let's agree on that.
It shall be done.
Okay.